I'm Clark Ream with the Elite Angler Academy, where I teach anglers how to utilize technology and resources to find and catch more fish. I'm also Clark Ream, MLF Pro Tour angler, and today was the first day of practice of the first event of the year of the MLF Pro circuit. And we were at Sam Rayburn, where I guide at and spend probably a third of my year every year. And this is my after practice day one recap, basically. You can see I'm sitting inside. I'm not out in the garage. Everything's wet out there right now. My boat's drying. We actually had about a half an inch of rain that dumped on us today. So realistically, that is the story of day one of practice. So I'm inside. Everything's drying out in the garage here where I'm staying at. I'm actually staying at Johnny Dew's house. Johnny and Cindy Dew, new sponsor I picked up with Dew's Wrecker Service this year. And I thought this would make a cooler backdrop. This is actually one of the coolest mounted scenes I've ever seen right here. It's, 4 mounted raccoons here in a birch canoe. So I thought it'd make for a cool backdrop here at their lake house. But anyway, the rain was the story today. I can't sit there and tell you I caught a bunch of fish because I really didn't fish. I knew that the rain was coming. I know that stuff on the north end of the lake is going to change with this amount of rain. I don't know how it's going to flow in from the water table because it's not always a matter of how much rain fell on the lake right here. It's what fell up kind of in that Tyler, Texas area and what's going to trickle down the Angelina River and down the Atoyac and everything else. And so I was waiting to go fish some of that stuff on the north end that I want to look at until this rain came. So I actually spent today, first thing this morning, I went and launched at the dam because I wanted to check some very specific things down there that I would always have in my mind for this event, whether I fished them or not. I might be sitting up in the canyons or the deer stand area for the tournament, and that one spot on Needmore Point or over on Farmers Flats is going to just weigh into my brain and be like, oh, I need to go there. I need to go there. And so I at least was able to eliminate some stuff and make select waypoints on some places that are definitely going to be on the hit list for this tournament. I just don't want to spread myself too thin running around and want to focus, try and figure out an area that I can focus on. But at the same time, things on that end, it's always nice to have a place that I think I can pull up to and catch a big one at the end of the day. Or if I need a keeper at the end of the day, I've got something down towards that ramp end, within 5 miles of the takeoff. That, and we're also not going out at daylight in the morning. And this time of year, a morning bite is a big deal because it seems like on this lake, they feed at night a lot of times, especially this time of year. And so when we are actually getting there at takeoff in the morning, we're on the tail end. The fish are actually leaving those offshore haunts, especially the big fish. And so I was hoping to find a starting spot there since we're not actually going to be taking off at daylight due to limited light for them to be able to film for TV shows and for live coverage and everything else. And so I was hoping to find something that I could capitalize on that last minute, morning bite deal close by so I can maximize that. I found a few things. I just got to, still process everything basically. And a lot of the stuff I'm going to decide to do will be a last minute decision come tournament day on Thursday. And I'm just, again, I said it in my video yesterday, I'm trying to be loose. I'm trying not to have preconceived notions on what I need to do. I looked at some grass today, and when I say looked, I graphed some grass today that I knew where these isolated clumps were looking for fish. There was fish there. But I launched down to the dam, and I told myself we knew the rain was coming. I was going to give myself down there until the rain came because I didn't want to have to run all over in the rain either. So I loaded up as soon as the rain hit about 11 o'clock, came back, launched at Caney, and basically spent the rest of the day looking in that zone from the bridge down to Caney. So that afforded me the time to go graph different things that I wanted to specifically go look at. And so that's really how my practice was. I graphed probably 98, 99% of the day. I probably made 40 casts total in the day, and none of the casts were on things that I knew for sure that I would hit in the tournament or places that I know I have history on. it would be places where I would see fish that I'd never seen fish before, or if I graphed something new and I saw something down there and I make a few casts. Excuse me. I must say, in those 40 or so casts, I actually caught a fish, probably on half those casts. But it was a lot of species, whether it was spotted bass, largemouth, yellow bass, white bass, drum. I mean, I caught a little bit of everything today for what little bit of fishing I did. But it at least told me that fish were actively using some of these places I found. And in fact, two of the places I actually graphed today and found, I'd never caught a fish there before. And they're definitely going to be in the rotation for this event at some point in time. But again, this is a 4-day tournament, so it's not like a 1-day tournament where people need to go find the absolute biggest fish they can, or a school of giants to try and catch a mid 20 to 30 pound bag. Again, this is a marathon deal, and I talked about it yesterday in the expectations video. It's a stay on pace. Every event, my wife tells me a weight that she says I need to get on day 1 or whatever day. And she was like, 22 pounds, 1 ounce is what I need on day 1. I'm like, no, I don't. I need 14 pounds a day in this event. And so it's still a look and try and figure out what I need to do. How many places can I find that I think I can pull up to and catch a key fish, whether it's catch multiple fish, weed through them, or where do I think I can pull up and catch one big one? Where are fish using? So it's still a matter of just trying to figure out what I can add to the rotation for this tournament. Some key things that I actually looked at today. One of the major things that I look for when I am scouting on these on Sam Rayburn is, what is the bait doing? At what level, what depth range is the bait using? And it took me a while to sort through that, but that is one piece of the puzzle that I need, that I can expand on then tomorrow on the next day, or I can then start from there and see the progression as the week goes on, say if it warms up or something, or I can then see what shad movement happens. Because, as much as people want to talk about pre-spawn and fish staging and setting up on this different stuff, we're still in winter mode. In fact, we just now got cold. The water temp was hovering around 54 today, and it just now got to a cold situation. And so today, one of the major focuses I wanted to have was, what is the shad doing? Where can I find fish that are absolutely feeding on this shad? What drain has it in there? To run a straight just, winter pattern and not have to worry about these pre-spawn fish as much. Because I know that would be the easiest way to catch a lot of fish to possibly get to that 14 pound threshold. So tomorrow, I'm going to launch here by the bridge. I'm going to run around, maybe go check some river stuff later in the day. Let the fish kind of acclimate with that fresh water coming in. Might be a bust. But I've still got a lot of stuff in the canyons area. I've got some things around Bird Island I'm going to look at first thing in the morning. Again, where is that morning bite going to happen? Because I think that's the odds on favorite time I've got for, I think it's the best time I have, a best opportunity to catch a big one offshore is going to be that first, stop, first 30 minutes of the morning that we're actually fishing. So, tomorrow's focus is going to be solely on how many places can I actually look at first thing in the morning. And again, I don't have a need to fish these places, because if I see the fish there, I know how they set up to feed, and I can then go and exploit those in the tournament day. So I don't know how much fishing I'll actually do, but it's just going to be trying to optimize my time again and just cover as much water and look at as many places and trying to accumulate several patterns and just put it all together. So I'm Clark Ream, the Elite Angler Academy, MLF Pro Tour, and that's my Monday after practice vlog. Y'all stay tuned. I'm probably going to post another video, another What's in the Box video. I haven't done one of those in a while. I just got a shipment in from Sportsman's Outfitters. We're going to see what I ordered for this tournament, and probably announce a contest that we're going to run for this week. So that'll be another video I post here today. So y'all stay tuned.